What's up, ballers? It's Bobby Buckets, back with another episode of NBA Live Mobile. As you guys can see, if we head over to the live events, we just completed the Legends events, which means I have a free Legend trophy to go ahead and build one of the Legends. So right now, we're working on improving really three main lineups. So the three that I use the most are the two-way, because of tip-off James Harden. He's just unbeatable. Our defensive lineup, which is our primary response lineup in head-to-head matchups. So that is really good, mainly because of Master Anthony Davis, and also the other players on there are pretty solid. So I'm looking to probably improve, at least defensively, at shooting guard or small forward, because Kevin Durant and James Harden aren't primarily known for their defense. I think Kevin Durant's defense is a little bit better. So he's a 71. I think James is in the 60s. Yeah, 69. So those could both be improved. Really, none of these guys are amazing defenders, so I could really improve all of those. And then I'm working on improving my shooting lineup. So it's pretty nice right now, but my power forward and center positions are pretty soft. So I would like, I'd like to improve those. Frank Kaminsky's a pretty solid shooter, but I would like to have a better player there, and I would like to have something better than a base Boogie Cousins, especially since his three-pointer is at 25, so not really ideal for a shooting lineup. But the other positions I'm pretty happy with. Normally, I would like to have a higher overall at shooting guard, but it is Kyle Korver, and his three-pointer is 95, so I don't really need anything better. So I am going to be working on improving those. So we're going to head over to sets and see really which Legend player would be the best for me to do that with. So we've got this new Bob Pettit right here. Obviously, that would be a nice pickup, but his collectibles are going to be insanely expensive, so probably going to pass on that one. We got Bill Laimbeer. Ooh, he's a center for my shooting lineup. I would like to be able to look at his stats right now. I'm definitely going to consider picking him up, especially since he is, a 91? That would be a really, really nice pickup. Then we have Gary Payton at point guard. That would honestly be the best pickup that I could get for my defensive lineup, because he's probably one of the best defensive point guards of all time. If I can get his collectibles for under 150K each, I'll probably consider him. Then we got George Gervin. I think he's a shooting guard, which would also be another nice pickup, but he is in the big man lineup. I was looking at that wrong and thought it said he was in the defensive. Then we got Vlad Divac. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. He goes in the shooting lineup too. Ooh, and I already have one of his collectibles. You know what? That might be the one that I go for, especially considering I got that base Boogie Cousins in there right now. So we're going to start searching for his collectibles. So we will search Divac. And really? Maybe, did I search incorrectly? Okay, there we go. So his collectibles, a little bit expensive, but I think we should be able to complete this for definitely under $1 million. Ooh, there we go. 95,000. Really, anything under 100K looks like it's going to be a pretty nice grab. Looks like there's quite a few that are under 95,000. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so I will go back and make sure I'm buying the right ones, because I don't want to waste 100K. So, under players, let's see, we need, alright, he's right here, so we'll go ahead and put the Legend Trophy in. We need 3 year collectibles, 1 team collectible, and 1 jersey, and then the rest is Elite Trophies. So, we will go to Search. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure I just forgot. I think I said 3 year 3 year collectibles, 1 team collectible, and 1 jersey. So sorry, my short-term memory is absolutely atrocious. Okay, so year is the only one that we need multiples of. So we will go search, and we will filter by 100K or less. 100, 1, 2, 3. Then we got 1 year collectible. We're going to have to go over 100K for the year collectibles anyway. So we'll buy that first one. let's see, what's going to be the cheapest jersey? There's a 93,000 team collectible. That's probably the one that we're going to go for. Yup. So we will grab that one. We'll grab a jersey for 95K. And then we just need to get year collectibles. So we'll bump it up to 105,000. Man, this is a whole lot of coins going out right here. I hope he's worth it. So let's see. Any more year? Oh my gosh. They're so expensive. We'll go up to 110,000. Let's see. Please give me something. Year collectibles for Vlad. Oh my gosh. Where are they at? This is about to break my bank. I don't know what's going on right here. Maybe I wasn't paying attention when I was looking at year collectibles. That is more than I need to filter by. Come on, where's the year? Oh dear. I must have been not paying attention at all, because this is way more expensive than all the other ones. And I think the reason, no, I didn't, I'm pretty sure I already bought one, and it was not that expensive. There are no year collectibles. Alright, I might have to come back in a little bit when I've actually bought these for a semi-regular price. Alright guys, we are back, and we managed to get those 2 collectibles for pretty cheap, and also had some time while we were waiting on those to show up to snipe some elite trophies. So we got all of these for 20k or less, which I'm pretty happy with. So we're going to put these 2 in. So thinking about the price, we didn't have to buy the legend trophy. Already had, I believe, 3 elite trophies, so we had to buy 12 of them at 20k each, which would be about 240k, maybe a little less. And then we had to buy 5 of those collectibles, so about 500k. So pretty expensive, about 740k, but I am alright with that. So we will go ahead and claim Vlad, or Vladdy, or however you pronounce it. And we will put him in our lineup. So we're going to update our lineup, head on back to our shooting lineup, and just check out his stats real quick. So heading on over to my team, over to the shooting lineup. Looking pretty nice right now. 88 overall, which I think is tied for my best, or no, tied for my second best lineup, since my defensive lineup, I believe, is an 89. So he's got still not great three-pointer, although that's not really what we're looking for in a center. But if you look at his passing, defense, and shooting, those are all super nice. So 82 shooting plus 2, because it's in the shooting lineup, is going to be really helpful for mid-ranges. Really, really solid defender, so that's going to help me, especially when I'm playing on offense. And then 84 passing, you usually won't find that in a passer. So overall, a really solid card. Those 3 stats on the top, I'm really not even looking for in a center, so I'm pretty happy with what we got here. Might go to the auction house and just look and see if there's anything else that we can improve without spending too many coins. I don't think we have any 84s left in our primary lineups. Might not have any 84s. Yeah, we don't have any 84s in this lineup, so it's all 85 and up. And they're all pretty solid 85s. Really, the only one that I would want to improve is that big man, Anthony Davis. Actually, I'm going to check on some better defenders for my defensive lineup. So we'll go look at shooting guards and small forwards for my defensive lineup. So we'll put those in, defensive lineup. And we'll look at probably 86 and above, just to check and see what our options are. Obviously, LeBron's and Kawhi's. I'm probably not, well, man, that's really tough. Because that Kawhi has way better defense than Durant, but almost all of his stats are worse in all the other categories. Obviously, I would like to get Vince Carter. That would be a dirty card. But right now, I'm probably not going to be able to afford it. I might have to come back and get that one at a later time. See if I can put his set together, because that would be really nice. Jody Meeks, good three-pointer, but not very good defense, so probably not going to pick him up. Ooh, Motivator Jimmy Butler. That would be real nice, and his Motivator gets a +1 to the defensive attribute for the whole lineup. Honestly, I might look and see if I can pick him up. Scottie Pippen would be real nice too. 85 defense, which is really, really solid. Let's see, any better? Ooh, Jimmy Butler for only 406K for the motivator card. Honestly, I'm going to pick that up if there's no better deals later on. Let's see. Because I'm pretty sure the other one we saw was like 600K. That one's 450K. Otis Birdsong. I don't even know who the heck that is. Not great defense. John Havlicek. Let's see. He's got okay defense, but not better than that Jimmy Butler. The main reason I want that is because it's going to boost the rest of my lineup, which is going to help a lot. There's another Jimmy for 500K, and I think that's the end. So I'm going to filter, make sure that we're getting the best deal. So we'll filter for Jim. 406K, that's honestly really nice for me. So I'm going to go ahead and snag him. That's going to be a huge improvement for our defensive lineup. So we'll head back to my team. And let's see. So highest overall, and we go over to our defensive lineup. So now looking at it, our small forward and power forward positions are super studs defensively. So Anthony Davis, 86 plus 3 because of the lineup and Jimmy Butler. And then looking at Jimmy, 79 plus 6 because of the boost from Anthony Davis and then the lineup that it's in. So that is going to help us a lot in helping shut down other defenders, since usually small forwards are some of the best scorers, like LeBron, not James Harden, Kevin Durant. Those guys are pretty hard to stop. So I'm pretty happy with what we've got. And we'll be able to sell those players that we replaced for a pretty good amount of coins, so we'll be able to start making those back pretty quick. But that's going to be about it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you did, and I will see you guys.